So the comments. From there, y'all. My name is Ayana of Ayana Enters the Chat. This is going to be a groundbreaking live tonight. We are 3 subscribers away from Chat Club 500. This is Chat Club 500 Watch Live. We are counting down. Enter the chat with me as we go through some of our comments from today and talk about it and be about it. And hopefully, before we get off this stream, we will have gotten our last 3 subscribers we need to meet this goal for the month of October with 3 days to spare. I thought I would have my dinner with y'all. You girls excited. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I'm very excited. This milestone is gonna mean a lot to me, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I probably cry because I'm that excited. You probably gonna hear my family in the background laughing at me. I really don't care because these 330 videos and everyone who has commented, liked, subscribed, shared, calmed me down, lifted me up, encouraged me to keep going, joined me, shouted me out, mentioned me, all of that good stuff. And most importantly, the good Lord above has helped me achieve this goal. And one day I'll tell y'all exactly what this goal means to me right now in this moment. Like for real. But it's going to be too much for me tonight. Now I'm just waiting on my chat club people. We said we was going to get on between 8:30 and 9. So they should be getting a notification coming on here. I'm going to go over here to our community and just let everybody know that I'm live. So I'm just waiting on them to come. I just posted in the community. Hopefully they'll see this post and come on through. We're gonna look at some comments. I'm gonna talk about some stuff. I know O'Neill is live right now. Dealing with Hurricane Melissa over there in Jamaica. Shout out and prayers to everybody. O'Neill is one of those that shouted me out and also posted for me to keep going. So we can call this my celebratory meal. I get off of here. I'm going to go take my antibiotic and I'm going to sleep good tonight. Because this week, I'm proud of myself because I pushed through. I wanted to quit, but I pushed through. And I'm so thankful for that. So we are 3 subscribers away. And I'm waiting on more people to come on here. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start talking about this journey that I've been on. I wanted to create a brand new channel. And on this channel, I wanted to do something that I've always wanted to do, but I had not done because I kept making excuses. So even though I put this channel up, I did not do anything with this channel. And when I first started posting some content, I did 3 videos and then I stopped for a week. I stopped for 3 weeks actually. Then something got inside me and said, if you don't go for it now, you won't. Go ahead and start this channel. And start it like I'm starting it from scratch. I left those 3 initial videos up. And then I renamed it. I said, you know what? Let me just go all in. And I went all into this channel. I have other channels that I work on, but this is a reason for this channel. And I committed myself to like just doing reactions and posting as many reactions as I could stand during the day in between doing my alterations work and all of that. And my vision was to create multiple streams of income using my previous work experience as a content strategist, and to started looking at content on YouTube as individual streams of potential income, as opposed to looking at it as one whole thing, but breaking it down into chunks of interest. And I started with reactions. I did my research. I'm going to see. I looked at things like Think Media. There's another gentleman I watched just in general, just talking about YouTube. All the things that I already know how to do and was already doing in my day job for corporate America. When I left corporate America about 3 years ago, 2 years ago, however many years it was, I think it was 2 years ago. But I was able to take that and say, I'm going to apply what I would do for my corporate job to my own self, the corporate projects that I had. I'm going to do this for myself. I don't have a lot of fancy video equipment. I have a light that sometimes work. Right now I got my family sitting in the dark because my light overhead was like turning things yellow. Y'all can turn that light on in there if y'all want to though, for real. And we just got a notification about Bethany. So we got us a video. We're going to go over there and we're going to look at that video and comment on it live on this live stream. So what I'm saying is that where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a vision, a divine vision, there is a way of sustainability. And this is my first track. So getting to these 500 subscribers, like I say, it means more to me than you all know. Now I have a whole nother channel over there dedicated to jewelry. I got 2,200 subscribers, but those videos I posted there were like years and years ago. So now that is my next income stream. Because I got the subscribers, I might as well go and get the watch hours, right? Now that I know the secret sauce. When I started doing YouTube years ago, this was not the secret sauce. I was monetized on the other channel and didn't even know it, but then they changed all the rules. And I'm like, I don't feel like learning all these rules, so I didn't. So now I have to learn the rules and I have to go for what I know, right? Y'all, I'm so excited and so full right now. So what we're going to do right now that I've told a piece of my story, and this month is almost up and I'm almost where I need to be for the month. I'm using my phone because I'm checking my ticker because it won't update live on the computer, but I can get it to refresh on my phone. We're going to go and look at this video that Wayne just released. about Bethany wanting Larry. This is it right here. So I'm gonna pause it. We're gonna let the little commercial play out, skip it, and all that good stuff.
So,
and I'm gonna make sure that it's sharing on the screen. And I believe it is. Yep, there it is. So we about to see what Bethany's gonna say about Larry. Y'all know how I feel about Bethany. Y'all also know how I feel about Larry. 2 subscribers. We're now at 498. 498 subscribers. And this 498 subscribers feels like 298,000 subscribers. I'm tripping right now. I'm so excited. Let me breathe. Let me go ahead and start the Bethany video.
took her over there to what? Get an estimate, figure out what was going on with the car?
Yeah,
All right.
it's a lot.
Okay, how much is it gonna be? All that stuff.
Why does she care?
What they say, 29.50.
Okay. And so what's she gonna do about it?
I don't know. I figure something out.
Not you figure something out. She has to figure it out.
What?
No, she has to figure out how to pay for her own car. That's not on you. That's not on me. That's not on us.
What makes you think I'm gonna pay for it?
I'm just saying, you bought her a couch before. I'm not trying to bring up the past, but I have to because you're asking me.
Well, you did a good job of bringing it up, didn't you?
Okay, look. We have enough tension between the two of us. You taking her and picking her up from her already having to break her car breaking down, and then taking her and picking her up to the shop for the car. I'm already ticked off enough about that. So
Okay.
I just want to make sure that you're not going to go the extra mile and try to think that you're going to pay for her stuff too.
I'm so sick of her whining behind. She started this argument. She poked and prodded. How much is it? How much? Why do you care? You're not paying for it. And if his daughter is going to be riding in the vehicle and he wants to contribute to assist his ex in making sure that she has a way to get around and that the car won't be breaking down with the daughter in, they're not getting stranded somewhere in Atlanta, then shut up, Bethany. Just shut up. That's another thing she doesn't understand culturally. This is a culture thing. And she's clueless. She's never had anybody help her like this. And here she is on this bull again. And we tired of it. But here she go. Let's get it, people.
Because she's an adult, she needs to take care of her own bills, and if we got to figure out something to pick Brooke up from school or to take her back and forth, I'm happy, but we're not paying for her stuff. You're not paying for her stuff. That was
I never said one time I was gonna pay for her car repairs. I mean, you just like to just go right to the edge with everything, don't you?
well,
Yep.
I just know the tension that
That's what she
we
does.
have when Shar comes into the picture, and this is just the extra level because
There's no extra level. It's like, oh, don't pay for Char's car. I mean, it's like you go right to that edge with everything. It's like you telling me
Okay.
that you telling Brooke that, oh, you gonna wind up pregnant because
I
she's
didn't
dating another
say
lady.
it like that.
That is how you said
You
it.
weren't there to listen.
I
You
heard
weren't there
it.
to hear
That's
it.
what you
Okay.
said.
She heard what she wanted to hear. I didn't say it like that. But either way,
You shouldn't have said that.
okay. This conversation is regarding the car. And I do not want us to have any more arguments about Shara.
Then stop starting arguments. He's going to help her. Because by helping her, he's helping his daughter. If you can't deal with that, move on. Go on over there with the Newburgers. They don't want you over there either because you start so much problems over there. Girl, do you even know how to live in peace?
And I'm telling you that if you do that and you pay for the car, we're going to be arguing about it. And I don't want that to happen.
Okay, let's do this conversation. Telling me is one thing. I said, Larry, I don't feel good about if you even, suggest paying for Shara's car.
Okay.
Come on. We're trying to have civilized conversations, are we not?
We are, and that's
Okay.
why I'm trying to be upfront with
She doesn't
you
know how to be
and
civil.
saying that if you do that, we will have issues. And it's like, I don't want us to have issues, Larry. We've already had enough. Okay, Shar has been the call.
I don't want us to have issues, Larry. We've already had enough. Most of the issues that y'all have had have been because of you, Bethany. From the issues you all have with Chase, from the issues you all have with your family, for the issues that you would now have with Brooke, for the issues you have with Shar, you're the catalyst for all of those issues. And you sit here and you play victim over and over and over again when you are the bully. You're the bully. You are the instigator. You are the antagonist in all of this. And it's unbelievable how you just can sit there and play this role and expect people just to have your back when you telling them, you try to tell them fat meat ain't greasy, and they know fat meat greasy because they got a wad of it in their mouth.
Of some of those, even if it's not been intended.
I am not paying for her car repairs, okay? That's not on me. So don't compare apples and oranges, couches and cars. No.
Well, you know that frustrated me before, and I have to think about things like that because that was a big purchase. That was a big point of the reason why we were fighting for a while, and now that things have started to kind of, we're trying to see eye to eye anyway. This is going to be something that's just going to blow open a fester and a blister of
Well,
fights.
I already said I wasn't doing it. So
Okay,
you don't need to.
Okay,
Why you
I'm just
still
being
that's
ready.
it.
Please.
Ken already said he wasn't doing, although I do believe he lying because he gonna help Shar any way that he can. But regardless, Ken already told you to let it go. Why you still talking? See, this is why women get themselves in trouble a lot of times. They keep just running their mouth. Sometimes the man don't even be thinking about what you talking about. Then you go and you put it in his head. And then now it's over there. Just like she put those words out there about Brooke getting pregnant for this boy Isaiah, and they just started dating. That's not even in that girl's mind. But now you put it out there and you put it in the atmosphere, and now you're speaking curses on people. Stop doing that. Get your life together. Worry about your court case and winning that, which you're not gonna win. But okay, whatever. So, what y'all think about this? Get in the chat. Let's talk about this little part of this because this is messy. This is all kind of messy, very very messy. So we're gonna move up over here and we're gonna take a look at the Amber skit, the Amber and Anthony conversation. Then we're gonna go look at a comment from Keon when he talked about Amber and the Proverbs 31 wife. Y'all, we are one subscriber away from 500. One subscriber away. Welcome to Chat Club. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cynthia Wimberly's 2535 says, I think that he's going to pay for the car or buy her one. I don't think he's going to pay for the repairs. I think you're right, Cynthia. He is going to buy a car for her. That is what he's going to do. He's going to buy her a car. Because he's going to want his daughter riding around in something that she ain't got to worry about breaking down. And here's the other thing, too. Bethany continues to talk about what she pays for. She pays for that house, although Larry had that house before she even came into the picture. He moved her into his home. Okay? She talks about I pay your phone bill. I pay this. I pay that. That's what she says to Brooke. Brooke is now starting to call her out about that. And in front of her father, she said, you don't pay for nothing. Because that's really what she's saying. Said dad don't pay for nothing. So Brooke is now telling it. So when they're together, it's like we. When they're apart, it's I do, I do, I do. And she don't do nothing. She don't do nothing but cause trouble. But I rest assured, he got his own money and he gonna do what he wanna do with his money. Guarantee you that. Guarantee you that. Y'all, we are one subscriber away. Let me just say, we are one subscriber away from 500. Where is Looney? Where everybody at? So we can be on here together. It's 9 o'clock, y'all. It's 9 o'clock. Okay. So I'm gonna hop over here for a minute. We're gonna still talk about Bethany, but I'm gonna hop over here back to Country Wayne skit listing, and we are gonna go down here. Not that one per se. We'll come back to that one. we're gonna go almost there. I want to go back and take a look at this Amber skit from I already reacted to it. That's what I'm saying, Keon. Just move in with your mother at this point. So we're gonna circle back to that. But let's get over here because we got to go look at Keon's other comment, and I'm gonna have to go dig through and find it. So in this skit right here that we're about to take a look at, once this ad quits playing, I want my own ads on my own videos. Here we go. So in this skit right here, Anthony just randomly approaches Amber and asks her about a baby, right? I want to talk about their interaction, even about Amber's voice in this, because she doesn't stop being mousy.
You good? I'm good. I'm good. Amber, do you ever tell me what's really on your mind? Like, really?
All the time.
No, seriously. I don't think you do. I'll tell you why. Because you try to keep everything in order. You try to keep everything running. You keep the house running. You keep the club running. You know, you do all these things. So you mask how you really feel. So I just want to know.
Keon, I think somebody saw your comments.
What are you talking about? Like, get to it. What is it?
Amber, did you really want to have a baby?
I mean,
Y'all, sorry. I gotta pause it. We are at 500 chat club subscribers. We are at 500 subscribers, y'all. Let me tell you what that means for this channel. We are now able to interact more. You all can contribute. You can do super chats. I believe that's one of the things that you can do. That first line of monetization, you all are now able to participate on that level. That means that now when I go live, I can go live more. I can have a bit more. I can start generating revenue that way. I think I could connect my shop over here now. If there's a lot, there are perks for you all as well as my subscribers. I think you all can join a membership so you can get exclusive content. So some of those things I talked about, like those deep dives that I want to do, we can now have that as part of exclusive content. That means I can offer more creative, more exclusive, more exciting content for Chat Club. We can enter the chat on some real grown folks conversation. Y'all understand? We are at 500 subscribers. I thank God. I thank my family for their support. And I thank you all for believing in me and in believing in this channel enough to click your tap, click, engage, all that other good stuff. And most importantly, subscribe. You all have helped me define this channel. And I appreciate you all for it. We have reached the goal on October 28th, 2025. I started legit working this channel about 4 weeks ago, right when October came in. And we have not only reached the 500 subscribers as of today at around 9:10 p.m., we have also reached the 3,000 watch hours 2 weeks ago, and we have over doubled that. So we are well under our way. Our next goal is 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. I said at the end of the year, but I'm going to say by Christmas because I want to have a live Christmas party. I want to have a live chat club Christmas party. We need 1,000 subscribers. So that means I got to go harder with the content. I got to come up with some more creative stuff. I'm sticking to the Country Wayne series. The actress Kristen, who plays Bethany, Amber Ty, Anthony Dalton, all of those wonderful people, Mike Bless, Sonny, that have given us great skits, Rolanda, who's given us great skits to react to enjoy, who've like started conversations, You understand me? Who have added their thoughts and all that. Thank you all for making this moment in my life possible. Truly, truly, truly. My labor was not in vain. And I feel it in this moment. Thank you all so much. Now we can get on back to this skit we're watching. And we're going to get on back to some more Bethany stuff. Because I got a little energy in me now, y'all. Got a little energy. Let's go.
I see myself as a mother. But, you know, I'm not sure if I can have a baby.
But if you could.
See, that's something I want to address because no, I said it in my reaction earlier. I don't recall after Amber lost that baby, I don't recall anyone ever telling Amber she couldn't have a baby. I don't recall there was ever a storyline where the doctor told Amber she couldn't have a baby, that she could have another baby, that it would be a struggle to have another baby, but she could. Like, I don't remember that. I remember her making a statement that she did not want to put herself or her body through that again. And so that's when they went towards adoption. That's what I recall. If y'all remember something different, let me know. If she's a woman of faith like she says she is, she knows that God can do the impossible. He makes the impossible possible. All you need is the faith about the size of a mustard seed. Now, if Anthony gonna still be out here tripping and poking and joking with everything out there, then no fruit is gonna come from that particular seed. You understand what I'm saying? So if he's now ready to really invest the time and the energy in his marriage and his wife, then I believe God will grant Amber and him the desires of their heart. Okay, as a couple. Hey, Zella. Girl, Zella. Did you see we at 500? Did you see, girl? We got 500 chat club. But yeah, I think that is what she said. I seem to remember the skit because people were like, "Zella, you can start over. You can have another one." She's like, "I ain't trying to do that to my body." Then short time after that, then this came out about him and Shayla. So, there was a reaction. So I know, right, Isella? I'm celebrating. Like, we had a little countdown because when I came on, excuse me, when we came on, I needed 3 more subscribers, and like an hour ago, I needed 10. Then as I start to move towards, I said, "Let me go and go live." I'm very thankful in this moment for everybody that supported me in this endeavor. I'm very thankful. Full testimony coming one day when I won't get so emotional, because I'm gonna get emotional. I just know I am. So ain't no sense even going there. But back to Amber and Ant. One of my subscribers. Let me see if I can find my reaction to this. Go to my channel. Oh, y'all, we 501. We some 501, y'all. Let me see if I can find the video where we were talking about Amber and her mousiness. Maybe I should go to my community. Let's see. There's a post that Keon did, a comment that he had, and I wanted to explore that comment. Let's see. I think I may be able to find it through the community. Let's see. I had that Keon post pulled up yesterday, and then I got excited today, and all of it was gone. So I'm gonna see if I can find it again. It may have to keep refreshing. Early today, I could search. Now I don't see the search feature on here. They may be about to update my account settings. Looking for Keon. I think we're gonna run up on it here shortly. Midday tomorrow, we're gonna have a lot of comments to go through. And we're gonna celebrate tomorrow at lunch too. Tina, Lolly. I think Lolly may be asleep. She's in the UK, so they may be real early in the morning for her. Because I was talking about how I couldn't stay. There it is, right there. Let me get to it so I can really pull up the full post. This is it right here. I hope y'all can see it. If I need to, I can remove myself from the studio and add me back. But what Keon has said is Ayana, AM, meaning Amber, has become the godly, submissive Proverb 31 wife. That's why she made AD. That's why she handles Anthony like an egg. Are the writers trying to tell us that Amber and Anthony has got marriage like Ike and Tina? Is it going to be rolling on the river? And I replied to him and said, I don't know, but she's trying her best to play that role. They need to read that again and the chapter before that about the godly husband. I think I'll do a video response to this. We're going to look at the Bible and what that scripture really says and have like a little chat club Bible study. So without further ado, I'm going to switch screens real quick. I'm going to pull up. I'm going to pull up that scripture on the Proverbs 31 woman. I don't want to see. There we go. And I'm going to share this screen with you. I'm going on Bible Gateway and pull it up. And I'll be looking at the King James Version of that. So let me stop sharing one screen and share this other screen. Oh, share screen. Sharing the screen. Is it going to pop up? Okay, there we go. It's a little slow there, y'all. Okay, let me know if you can see it. I'm trying to watch the comments too, so my little screen, I look a little small. But Proverbs 31:10 through 31 says, who can find a virtuous woman, for her price is far above rubies? The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, that he shall have no need for spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She considereth the field, and buyeth it, and with the fruit of her hand she planteth a vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengthens her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good, her candle goeth not out by night. She lays her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. She stretches out her hand to the poor, yea, she stretches forth her hands to the needy. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household is clothed with scarlet. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry, her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land. She maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles upon the merchant, unto the merchant. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well as to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gate. Many elements of this are Amber. And that is who I believe they're setting this character up to be. She did wrong before the marriage. She had an affair with Wayne up until the day she got married. But she always contended once she got married, that was it. And she has not faltered on that, even while Anthony was cheating on her with her best friend. She did not falter from that. It says the heart of her husband does safely trust her, so that he will have no need of spoil. That's 31 and 11. Okay, now let me say this. People were saying, and I didn't care for this, but one of the things I saw on like some of the other posts from some of the other people I watch, and even on mine, I had some comments where Roe is the one that saved Anthony. No, Roe did not. Roe loaned Anthony money to extend him a level of credit, but it was not until he told Amber what really was going on with him, and I believe that was after he stood up at Roe's wedding and messed up Roe's wedding. Okay. After that, it's when he finally came clean. After he went back home, that's when he finally came clean about their money situation, their finances. And once he did that, Amber took over. The reason why Anthony was able to pay Roe her money back when she said she wanted her money was because Amber had stepped in to help him recover what he had lost. Roe extended the line of credit, but Amber is the one that came back. There were skits where she was saying, okay, we got to check on this and this money here and this. That. There were skits with her doing that and talking about that stuff. Amber, the wife, was the one that helped him. He could trust her. She would have no need for spoil. Here's how Anthony should know even now. He's upset about her possibly trying to get his money in that divorce. But here's how he should have known that he could trust her. Yeah, she had an elaborate wedding. She had an expensive gown, but as far as she knew, and he was letting her think that the money was fine, that they weren't having money issues at the time. So he carried that secret into the marriage too. Okay. But once she found out, she didn't mess him over. And even with the divorce, Brittany was the one that was talking about all that money. We were talking about to get your check and go on about your business, Amber. Up until I know about a week ago, I was that way. She was never with him for his money. That was one of Coca's concerns. That's why her and Coca got into it a lot in the beginning. But then Coca realized, wait a minute, you mean to tell me you lost all your money and this woman helped you get it back? That's how Amber earned the respect of Coca. That's why Coca keeps telling Anthony, if you're not in it for real, don't play with this woman because this is a godly woman. Do not play with her. You don't mess over women like this. Women like the Proverbs 31 woman and women that have those essence of that woman, you don't mess over them. Because when you mess over them, you're messing over your blessing. Okay? It says she's like the merchant ship. She bringeth her food from afar. Amber is an entrepreneur. And the person they're describing in here is an entrepreneur. She may not have the business acumen that Anthony has, but she has enough of it to be his equal. Sorry, I had another comment. She has enough of it to be his equal. Okay. Says she rises also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. That's the part that Shayla's missing out on. Because when Amber came up, people like Ernestine, people like Shayla, I'll even say people like Brittany, they were all going to come up too. Brittany came in looking for fault in Anthony. There was fault to be had, but she was jealous because Brittany had her own mess that she left and came over. That's why she wasn't at the wedding. Shayla was definitely going to be looked after, but Shayla can't get her portion now because she stole her portion. She stole this man's husband, and then she got pregnant, trying to secure a bag, trying to take from her. Okay, breaking one of the 10 Commandments. Okay, she considered the field and buyeth it. Amber is always on her phone talking about that club, talking about things they can do. She also pretty much was about to save Wayne's music studio, a music business, because she bought him a good artist. And that was when her and Anthony was separated. But she still didn't spin the block with Wayne. When she had every right to. Because her husband was already out there doing his thing. She caught him in the act. When she thinks about, oh, well, it's good, everything working, what was she doing? She went to, when she got herself back together and Wayne had that talk with her and said, don't lose yourself. What did she do? She got herself back together. But she is one of these people who will lose herself in her relationship and in her husband if she don't watch herself, because sometimes she can be so focused on trying to be this woman that you end up putting so much pressure on yourself that you begin to fail at being this woman. Does that make sense? This is not just one woman, y'all, that's being described in here. Hey, Marquisa, this is not just one woman that's being described in here. We're looking at the comment that Keon made. I'm going to read it because right now I got the app up. When we were having a discussion about Anthony, the reaction video I did was, Anthony, Wayne didn't try to punk you. He did punk you. Okay. It was on that where Keon said, Ayana, Amber has become the godly, submissive Proverb 31 wife. And that's why she handled Anthony like an egg. Because I was tired of her talking that squeaky little voice and all that. Like, this is not you, girl. Don't do that. Are the writers trying to tell us that Amber and Anthony got a marriage like Ike and Tina? It's going to be rolling on the river. I don't think they're going to have a relationship like Ike and Tina. I don't think Anthony's ever going to put his hands on Amber. I don't think he's going to do that. Anthony messed over Amber. And I think at some point, Anthony's about to realize the error of his ways based on the skit that they released today. I also feel like they are definitely watching what we say. And I'm going to put myself in the number as a content creator, because some of the things I've said on some of my reactions, some of those things have been repeated within some of these skits. And I think, Keon, I don't know if you're watching or not, but your comment, I think that comment and the desire to discuss this from a Proverbs 31 point of view, I think someone looked into it, and it does describe Amber. And so now you're going to slowly start to see them flow that more into the skit, and you're going to see more and more of them showing Anthony appreciating the wife that he can trust, and that for her, he will have no need for spoil. Okay? But they're talking about different women. Because you have a woman that's out there in the field doing work. You have a woman that's reaching out to the merchants. You have a woman that's looking for fabrics. You have a woman that is sewing. When they say she is sewing and stuff, she talked about working a spindle. That's someone that sews. When you see someone, when she's out there had her hands out to the poor, that's someone who's charitable and who's giving. and all of that, she bears the name of her husband. She bears the last name of her husband. That is going to make him look good. So when he out hanging with his boys out there in the middle of the street in a circle, they say, "Oh, I heard your wife did blah blah blah." He can brag about what his wife brings to the table and what she does for him. Now here's where was Amber's missing. It says her children arise up and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Anthony has not been good on heaping praise onto Amber because he has been distracted, okay, with Shayla and Kai and Angelina and all their stuff. Kai can't help it, but Shayla and Angelina can. If they can use Kai as a tool to distract him, that'll keep his head out of his house. And then have him having an inability to offer up Amber the praise that she needs, so she knows that she is secure in her marriage and that he's happy with her. He's happy with what she produces. He feels like she's a builder, and that he can build with her. But because their house was divided for so long, because he went out and because of Shayla's initial action, and he continued to go along with that, this is what we have. O'Neal said, I think it was O'Neal said today when he saw that skit from the day, he said how he liked that skit. And I remember saying it gave me the warm and fuzzies too, because I was trying not, I ain't want man, I've been upset with Anthony for a hot minute now. Okay. But the writers are finally listening. This is what we want to see. If you're going to tear down the marriage, let us at least see you build the marriage back up. Let's see the good stuff, because there was so much negativity and so many losses for Amber. The way that Amber really wants to win is by having a blessed, happy, peaceful marriage. Now, that don't say they're not going to have troubles. Now, here's the thing that she's missing right here. Amber does not have any children to arise and call her blessed. Her husband can already praise her, but she doesn't have any children that can rise up and call her blessed. Now, when it says arise up here, it's not saying they arise out of their sleep. What they're saying is as they raise their children and they get older and they can appreciate what she brings to the table, they can say their mama is blessed. She does not have that. That was that conversation today. Look at how it started and how random it was. Anthony came out talking about how she always thinks about the club. She's always working the club, come on ideas, making sure all that is taken care of. But has she really been honest with him about what she wants? When they talk about how she said in there how what really gives her joy. Joy is the biggest thing for her. And what gives her joy is being able to sit out and just be in the moment with God. It says, she openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. That did not make her weak. No, I came on at 8:30 and I celebrated. We're going to go back to some stuff though. I'm not done yet because, girl, we made our 500 subscribers, Marquisa. So what we're doing, we're looking at Keon. Just a recap of what we've done so far. I did my little thing on, how excited I am. I'm going to do it again tomorrow at noon because I'm really excited about having made these 500 subscribers. And y'all's helping me, my family, God, my family, then y'all, and just supporting me to keep pushing in my efforts. So I'm very excited and thankful for that. But we're going to talk some more tomorrow about that part. So it says she looketh well to ways of her household and eateth not the bread of idleness. In other words, yeah, I'm Eastern time. I think you may be Central Standard Time in Houston. So that may be what's throwing everything off. But it's okay though. We'll get it adjusted. I'm Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Georgia. I know I sound like I could be a Texan, no dollar girl. I know I do. So as we go and we look at Amber, we're going to go back to this scripture and we're going to see. But you know, what people tend, they talk about the Proverbs 31:10 through 31, but there's a whole nother part of Proverbs 31, y'all. There's a whole nother part of this. And what about 1 through 9? Let's go look at that part real quick. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. This is something that his mother taught him. What, my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows? Give not the strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroys kings. It is not for kings, O Lemuel. It is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes strong drink. Look what God. Now, Anthony's supposed to be a king. He's a leader. He's a business owner. He's an entrepreneur. He lives in that nice Georgia version of a castle. Okay? It is not for kings, O Lemuel. It is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes to strong drink. What got Anthony in trouble? Anthony was not thinking about Shayla. He was not bothered about Shayla. Shayla fantasizing over here. She telling Zachary. Zachary's like, have you taken your medicine? This isn't normal. Y'all remember all that from back then? And it said, don't drink, don't get drunk. And he got drunk on the wrong night with the wrong person when his wife wasn't home. And that girl circled back to her best friend's house. It says that not for strong drink, lest they drink and forget the law and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. Meaning, give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy heart. What that is saying is, once Anthony had got that little look in him, or whatever else Shayla may have slipped in that drink to him, he forgot himself. That's all that's saying. He forgot himself. Don't be giving them drinks so they'll forget themselves. They're going to say something crazy. That's what that's saying. Open thy mouth for the dumb and the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction. Who was pointed to destruction? Shayla. Okay? Then you get down here to the full chapter. A man is the king to his castle, y'all. He's the king of his home. Her husband's heart can trust her. Anthony could have trusted Amber. Yes, she did wrong, but he didn't know nothing about that until Shayla told him when he tried to cut off what they had started doing. He started out as a victim, then he became a willing participant. That is what happened. Makes sense? So, getting back over here, I'm going to stop this screen share now. I think Keon definitely was onto something. I don't think they're trying to say Amber is going to be abused or anything. Hold on, I need to change the screen that I'm sharing. Just add us another screen on here. Get back over here to the Keon thing. Sorry about this, y'all. Give me just a second. Okay, so we're back. So the point is, I do believe they're watching what we say in these skits. They're watching how you all are reacting. You all are reacting in real time. It's almost like they have a little focus group based on what people are reacting to, based on what the analytics are showing them, and also based on what the reactors and the reactors community is saying. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind. But Keon, I definitely think you're on to something. You may not have been the only person to have said something, but I definitely think you're on to something here. I just don't think it's going to be physical abuse. If they go the physical abuse route, the physical abuse route with this couple, it's going to be a problem because people are not going to be open to that. They're not going to be open to that at all. No. All right. So, as a recap to everybody, gonna go back to viewing the channel. We made 500 subscribers live on this live tonight. We went from 497 when I got on to within a matter of minutes being at 500, and now we have crossed the 500 threshold. We now have 504 subscribers. Yay to all of us. Yay to Team Chat. 500 subscribers. We can now say we have 500 plus subscribers. Here with the chat club. Yay to us. Okay. So tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, Georgia time, New York time, I will be back on to celebrate. I'm going to do some reactions in the morning and get those posted. I have some work I have to do, so I will probably be talking to you while I'm working because I got somebody coming over for some fittings tomorrow. But what I want to say is, number one, I want to say thank you again. Oh, yeah, it'll be 11 o'clock for you, Marquisa. It'll be 11 a.m. for you. So I'm going to come on and talk for a little while, share some stuff. I've been posting more shorts. I'm going to take some time in the morning and think about some stuff. I went back and posted some shorts from the pregnancy thing. Y'all go take a look at that so we can kind of go back to that part because we also want to talk about, I called it transference in my reaction to Bethany's apology today. I went and looked it up. It actually isn't transference, but Bethany actually does both to Brooke, and she also does both to Larry. So I do want to maybe tomorrow evening, if I can, depending on how tired I am from the day. But if not, it will be Thursday evening, where I want to talk about transference and projection in this apology, and also in some other things that Bethany has done when it comes to Brooke, particularly the fake apologies. So she does a number of fake apologies that aren't really apologies, and I think we need to kind of go down that rabbit hole. Before we go, let's see if we have any new comments. So we do have Teresa Rimbert, who says, Larry, you are dead wrong. Brooke should tell her mama. This is on the one where Larry asked Brooke to not tell Shar what Bethany said about the pregnancy. I think that was trying to I don't know, give Shar a break, but also give himself a break so he wouldn't have to hear Shar go off about her. Keon, about half hour ago, said, Brooke, just move in with your mother. You, Larry, are on the plantation. Called Bethany. I can see that. We live on here, Marquisa. We go back a few minutes into this live. We actually review the Country Wayne skit with Bethany warning Larry that he better not be thinking about paying for Shar's car. We did a reaction to that live tonight as well. Michelle Davis says Larry is dead wrong. for trying to get this girl to keep things from her mama. He wouldn't like it if she kept things from him. So we have a lot of comments. Daniel Foster, I know I said transferring, but I found out it may be more projection. But Bethany actually does both. She actually does both. So, yeah, girl, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna be upset because she's starting to fight. And all she's doing is making this man do. He's gonna do the thing that she doesn't want him to do, just because she doesn't want him to do it. Because he's trying to go to bed, and she in there reflecting on the day. You not buying her no car, and he ain't really, he really ain't feeling it. I'm just gonna tell y'all. So check out, if you can scroll in a few minutes. You can check out on the replay of this. You can check out the reaction that I had to Bethany warning Larry, he better not be thinking about paying for Shar's car. Let's see. I think everything else we'll talk about tomorrow. And then we can kind of go from there. Okay? Well, y'all, I appreciate y'all for being on here with me tonight. And it's such a pleasure to celebrate hitting this threshold live with y'all on here. And I think Denise, tomorrow we're gonna kind of explore Denise Alsop's comment down here. Denise says, why won't she have conversation with Larry around? I think we're going to talk about, unless something more pressing comes up, I think that's what we're going to talk about at noon tomorrow. We're going to dive deeper into that. Tomorrow, Marquisa, you got to get your head right. I know it can be very triggering. That's another reason why I did that poll. Can we, are y'all okay with me starting to kind of pull in some other comedy sketches, maybe some crowd work from Nate Johnson or Joshua Johnson and Nate. I can't get Nate's last name in my head right. Or some Takara, some more people. Just so we can kind of break up the monotony and the frustration with some of the heavier skits, right? I like the heavier skits, don't get me wrong. But you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night. I will see you back here tomorrow with some fresh content, some fresh reactions. Thank you again for being a part of Chat Club. Those that are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming along for this ride, because we going somewhere. Okay? All right, y'all. Have a good night. And until next skit, peace. And a whole lot of hair grease. Help me sleep good on this pillow tonight. Bye.